Hey guys, me again. So, what the other side is stating is that physician-assisted suicide violates the doctor's oath. When taking into consideration exactly what I stated, that it is not euthanasia, it's assisted suicide, the doctor himself does not administer the lethal dose. So he or she is not the one who is essentially putting this person in that situation where they can't say anything or do anything. The other side states that it is the doctor's duty to make sure they are as comfortable as possible. How can they be as comfortable as possible if they're constantly going to chemotherapy, or if they've only got a few months to live and they have to put up with these expenses and they're constantly in pain? Is that your idea of comfort? I don't think that's anybody's idea of comfort, especially when if a person chooses to leave this earth peacefully, why not give them the right? It's not forced on the patient whatsoever. It is ultimately up to the patient to choose whether or not they want to do this or not. The doctor simply prescribes the medication and the information about the lethal dose and the sleeping dose. The doctor does not force you or tell you to take it. The doctor simply prescribes this medication and you do as you please. The other side also states that if physician-assisted suicide was enacted into law, the government would push doctors to do physician-assisted suicide. This goes against what they're talking about, the doctor's oath. If the doctors follow this oath strictly, do you really think they're going to listen to the government on what is right and what is wrong? They are going through what the oath says. And the other side also states that doctors out of state, that for people that go through with physician-assisted suicide, some people have to go to out of state. So it goes back into question, we have to make it legal, because wouldn't you want to have this available in your country, in your hometown, at your hospital, with your doctor that you know? If that's the issue, then legalize it. Give a person the choice to whether or not they want to leave peacefully or not. And the argument about wrong diagnosis, they could have less time to live. That is another possibility when considering the diagnosis. While, yes, there is about 37% of it is not correct, you don't know what the other possibility is, if it's more time or less time. That is why the doctor has to have a confirmation of the patient's diagnosis and prognosis by the doctor himself and a consulting physician. And the patient needs to be informed by all the other alternatives. Thank you.